Welcome. What is up, good people? We have a raid guide slash tips video for any player out there. It's part of my GPOS Marvel Strike Force Galaxy series, guide to the Marvel Strike Force Galaxy series, and I want to just cover some tips, advice for raids, so that way you can be all knowing and be more competitive in it, at no matter at what level you are. All right. That was a lot of confusing words. I'm really sorry. Yeah, definitely like and subscribe. We're headed for that 1,000 subscribers. Smash that thumbs up. Really helps my channel grow. Both are free to do. All you got to do is click a button, you know what I mean? And it really helps my channel. So I'd really appreciate it if you click subscribe and like. So you're going to unlock raids at level 25. You're going to need to be in an alliance to participate. And absolutely 100%, this is a must. If you're not doing this, you shouldn't be playing Marvel Strike Force, because it's got a lot of ton of great rewards and resources to help improve your account. It's one of the best game modes in the game for rewards. So I do have a few tips here. I just want to cover raids kind of. When you're starting out, you're going to be moving through Ultimus raids, probably lower level, and you're going to get to the pinnacle of Ultimus 7.5. Maple. So my puppy's a jerk. And she's attacking my other puppy again. I do apologize for that. But you're going to get to this pinnacle, and you're going to be here for a while until you move into Doom Raids. Doom Raids actually require 5 different teams, as I'll show you here. You actually have to have 5 bio. 5 Mystic, 5 Skill, 5 Tech, for each of these nodes. Like, it changes as you go through it. So it actually requires you to build out 5 teams, 25 characters. And that's not a terrible thing. Eventually you'll get to that point. But you're going to stay in U75 till all your, until you get there. All your alliance members have to do the same thing, so you can be competitive in Doom Raids. And all it does is give you better rewards. Let's look at some of these rewards to progress you through the game. So some blue ions and ISO 8 credits. So you can move into tier 2 ISOs, as well as you start to get more T4s and such. So that really helps with the T4 crunch as well. You can see the payouts are quite swell. Tons and tons of credits. Eventually you'll have every character maxed. You'll get there. It's something to work towards, but until then, you'll be on Ultimus 7.5. I would say 3 to 6 months. It might be quicker with how much they've upgraded giving out gear and stuff, and how wise you spend it. Another great thing is those 5 teams you built. You're going to use a good portion of them here in Dark Dimension 3, and 2 and Dark Dimension 2 is real easy, but it's going to start having requirements here. So if we look, where you at? Boom. Requires global. So some of them skill, some of them tech probably are going to be global characters. You're going to use them here, and they're going to mix and match, right? And then it's going to change over to cosmic. Well, that mystic lane, like Cersei and Icarus, are going to cover those mystic lanes in Doom Raids, as well as your cosmic lane here. And then it jumps into city, which is a lot of bio characters like your web warriors, heroes for hire, stuff like that. They're going to mix and match, and they're going to play over into your Dark Dimension as well. You're going to have to pick and choose, and then you're going to have to build some separate characters. But I just wanted to kind of point that out, that when you're moving into those further on raids, they're going to help you in Dark Dimension as well. Or the characters you've built for Dark Dimension, you're going to be able to use in Doom Raids. You know what I'm saying? If they're good at raids, they're good at Dark Dimension. If they're great at Dark Dimension, they're really good at raids. So just bear that in mind. Now for these Greek raids, beta isn't too bad. It's got some pretty lenient things, other than when you get to beta raid 4 difficulty 2, you can't heal your characters. So bear that in mind, but the requirements aren't too strict. Over here on the outside, it's not going to show me because we've already completed it. You need like bio and mutant. It takes different things. The middle lane's going to take like, it says bio mystic. I want to look down here real quick. Skill tech. Again, it's making you build out more in different teams. But with raid lane assignments in your alliance, you're going to be able to do that a lot easier, because you're going to be in those lanes for good once they're assigned. And then you can start to build the teams you need to progress through raids as needed, right? Now, Gamma Raid actually takes totally different teams. It takes Spider-Verse, it takes Brotherhood, Shield, it takes Pemtech, Wakandans, Hero X-Men, totally weird teams, right? Just, you have to build an actual team for Gamma Raids. So that's something, Gamma Raids kind of suck. Use what you got, but eventually you'll get into the point where you can actually start building out some of them teams. Alpha Raids are wonderful. I don't think I can even show you the Alpha Raids, honestly. No, it's not going to let me. But Alpha Raids are probably the best out of all of them, in my opinion, the easiest to complete. But these Great Grades, you're going to be running one of these each day. And they run for 2 weeks, and then it switches to Gamma. And that runs for 2 weeks, and it switches to Alpha. It runs for 2 weeks, and then we're back to Beta. So it's on a 6-week rotation, or cycle, 2-week rotation. And then Ultimate 7.5. Otherwise, Doom Raids here, and eventually Incursion Raids. So you'll be running both these. And you're going to want to do both. Now, when you're starting out in the game, let's say you join an alliance and they're doing higher raids, you're a newer player, you can't beat a single node, right? You're going to go in here, you're actually going to launch it. I'm going to show you through a different way. 1 second here. You have a daily objective and it says do 2 raids and 8 raids, right? To get those daily objectives. Well, let's say you can't beat a single node. The characters are just way too strong. Oh my god, I don't have energy here either. Alright, we're going to buy it for the video. What you would do is you'd put your characters in here, and I'll show you. You're going to go in, hit fight, and there's a lot of people out there that do not participate in raids. When they're in an alliance, they can't beat the nodes, right? You need to be doing this to get your daily objectives as well as your World Warrior milestone points. As a player in an alliance, you want to be getting at least 7,800 points a week on World Warrior milestone. So that's all you do. You start the fight, you quit it. Just like that, you saved all your characters, you didn't have to hit anybody, you get the World Warrior milestone points, and it counts towards a fight on your daily objectives. One of those 8 raids you need to do every day, right? Again, we have a milestone on the web going on to do 15 raids a day. You can do this over and over with the same team, over and over and over. And that's what you should be doing until you can actually beat nodes, right? Early in the game. That is the hugest tip I can give you. Absolutely, you need to go in and actually join the raids, even if you can't kill a node. Do like I just showed you, and you're still going to get this bottom payout. Which, look at this. This is phenomenal, even if the alliance is just dragging you through raids, right? You're getting your daily objectives done and getting the rewards. You're getting your World Warrior milestones done, and you're getting the rewards. You're getting this payout for joining raids and participating. And it's almost as good as first place. There's not much differential, just a little bit, right? So last place is really, really good. It's going to help build your account out. And that's why raids are so crucial. No matter what alliance you join, as long as they're willing to have you in there, even if you're not doing any damage, you can grow so fast. Now, from doing damage to nodes, you actually accumulate points over here. And these milestones are massive. Our alliance is like 6 weeks old, and we're already milestone 30. If that tells you anything. We do have some spenders. We do have some big hitters. But the big thing here for newer players and newer alliances, you're going to be getting 3.5-ish raid orbs right here. Plus a blue gear, 3.5 raid orbs, 3.5 raid orbs. And the reason these currencies are so important, look at this. Up here, you're getting 5,000, and it's only 900 to open an orb. So you're getting 5 raid orbs for these right here, right? Well, that's where we get our Icarus. And let's go over and check out the store real quick and talk about this. Cloak, Sabretooth, Namor. I mean, you can get Icarus and Baron Zemo if you're following my beginner's guide series here. Icarus, Zemo, you wouldn't be wrong for buying Cloak at all. But those raid orbs here, you actually get them for free from those milestone rewards. And you can come here and open them and you get 9 shards over and over and over. Now, I will say, the only characters I recommend buying out of this store is Icarus and Zemo when starting the game. And then make your own personal judgment based on how many credits you have, right? After that, though, I would come over here and just open orbs because you're getting 9 character shards for 900 raid credits. Whereas you're paying 270 raid credits per shard, but you're getting the character you want. So that's something you have to decide on. Also, I would say do not buy the gear early on down here. Save those credits to unlock your characters, but do what you want to do. And if you're at a gear crunch, yeah, this is an option to spend credits on gear. I would never do it unless it was like I just needed one piece to get into Dark Dimension 3 or something, or Dark Dimension 4. You can see I grabbed this one here because I needed my Web Warriors. Let me show you. I just literally said I would never do it. But I have my Icarus and my Zemo unlocked. The reason I did that was for my Web Warriors. And I was doing testing on them. I have a video coming out, like I was saying, at what power level they are successful. And I needed one more piece for my Spider Punk to take him up to G12, Gear Tier 12. And that's where my Web Warriors are at currently, and they can sim a lot of those nodes and blow through them. They can't complete all of U75 yet, but they do just as good as my main raid team. And I can show you my main raid team here in the top of my roster. You're definitely going to want to subscribe to see how well they do compared to some meta team. So I use Vol, Icarus, Cersei, dagger, and cloak. And I'm going to have them at the same gear tier, same level as my web warriors, and we're going to see which team is better and can complete U75 first. And believe me, you ain't going to get a better team starting out in the first couple months if you're free to play than Vol, Icarus, Cersei, Cloak, Dagger. I can promise you. They're an amazing meta team, and you can replace Cloak and Dagger with your Spider Weaver and Spider-Man 2099. These two are not as good in raids as these two, okay? She offers heals, big damage. He offers tons of negative effects. Amazing characters. They got dodge abilities. Great. So I'm going to compare that team, which is phenomenal, to Web Warriors in a future video. Definitely subscribe for that. But like I said, raids unlock at level 25. You're going to want to be doing these. If you can't beat a node, like I just showed you, start the fight and go up in that corner, click it, lose the fight. It still gives you credit towards your daily objectives. It still gives you World Warrior milestones. And it helps you get credit for being in these raids so you can get the payout rewards. Now, last but not least, I want to talk about these World Warrior milestone. And so many people think because they hit level 60, 65, they can just claim their raid rewards and stuff. They don't participate in stuff anymore because they get them auto-claimed with their streak, right? Well, they're wrong. Because if you look here for the milestone, it actually... Oops, we went too far. The maximum milestone is 188,000 points, right? And as an alliance, you need to score 188,000 points over 7 days. Well, if you divide 188,000 points divided by 24 members, right? 24 people, it comes out to be 7,800 points. And what I want to show you here is we're on our 4th day right now. We still have 3 days left. Demo God's already done it. You can see these people are already approaching 7,800 points. Guaranteed if you can get 5,000 in 4 days, you're going to be able to get another 2,000, you know what I mean, 2,200 points in 3 days, right? You can see where I'm at after almost 4 days. This is just from playing the game. But raids, where they come in here, is you actually get 30 points every time you do a raid battle. So if you do 5 in each raid each day, that's 300 points a day. That's 2,400 points a week. So I want to scroll down here and kind of talk about some of these lower ones. 2,400 points a week. This is not looking good right here. Ghostborn actually missed a war and stuff. We had some things going on, and they were removed from the alliance, and they're back now. So their points are actually lower at this moment, so they're not expected to hit 7,800 this week. But lower points like this, they could still hit 7,800 points if they're active the next 3 days. Whether or not they're going to be, this is saying they probably won't be. It's a little scary. And if you're not hitting that 7,800 points and you're claiming these milestone rewards, which you will be, you're essentially telling your alliance you want them to do all the work. You're not dedicated. It's just bad. You want to be scoring 7,800 points a week, especially if all your other friends are doing it and you're not. That just looks terrible, especially when all you have to do is hit attack and then auto lose a fight 10 times. It takes you, what, 5 minutes to do that, if that. So definitely you're going to want to be doing raids, right? All right, that's all I got for this video. Definitely comment down below your thoughts on that, as well as if you have any more tips that maybe I've missed, I forgot to point out for alliance raids. They are phenomenal, and they give you something to work towards in this game. It kind of sucks that you have to build cookie cutter teams, because the way they designed raids is they build the raid like incursion raids. Right now is the newest thing out, and then you can't beat them with the teams you already got that are in game. So they actually built the Bifrost team, and the only way to get them right now is to unlock them at 2 stars, and you really need to star them up, so you got to buy them. They sell you the solution, right, to what they created, and that's how the game makes money. So don't worry if you're not doing incursion raids. You'll get there eventually, right, when the characters are free. You don't have to do it right when it comes out. If you beat all the content every single day, why are you playing the game? You know, if you've already beat everything, you have nothing to look forward to drive and strive towards, why play the game, right? So that's really all I got for raids, though. Like and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.